Hello, folks. I am many, many hours late today. Catching up on admin stuff. Wrote a draft of my new article. Made a few changes to the website. A few other miscellaneous things I've been meaning to catch up on. I figured I'd get a short research stream in, though. Short research stream. The main thing that I really want to do today is just to go over... I just want to go over some experiments. I want to queue up some new ones. I want to think about a few things. Nothing particularly difficult. Nothing super intensive today. Just want to see if we're in the right direction or not. So, okay, this is our new plot. Really? We don't get any policies that solve. That's quite bizarre. Quite bizarre indeed. Get 18s. Okay, this is a set of plots, right? I've changed some small stuff on here. New business offerings. And one other thing. PufferLib sponsor. You should have done that a long time ago. Well, we get to support that project a little now. Okay, so this is the other one here. This one is much more concerning, right? Yeah, this one's much more concerning that this doesn't solve. Something is wrong. This is not Pong, this is Breakout. I know you can definitely solve this in like 5 mil. So something went wrong either with the sweep or something, right? So something very odd here. Let me think how we even consider this, right? This one is a bit more concerning, I think. Hello, Jess. Just a little bit of checking experiments and trying to draw some conclusions and launch some new ones. Just short stream today. Been doing other things. I do have a draft of the new article. Personal article, not technical article. But got some cool stuff. It's kind of weird that this does this. Like, really weird, isn't it? How could this happen? That it doesn't solve. Just super out there. Did I sweep network sizes when I did this before? Let me see if I can find the runs I did with Breakout before. That might give us a little bit of insight. All this Pong stuff. What? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so this is like nearly... This is nearly a solve, right? This gold one. Only two of them here. Hello, Bet. Welcome. Why does this have 28 mil agent steps? That hardly seems right. That could just be evals, right? Could very well just be evals. One frame skip. Yeah, it's totally evals. We'll double check that, but it should totally just be evals. This is actually with... Ooh, this is with a different architecture, isn't it? Huh. Are they both like that? Hello, FBR. Welcome. Yes, they are. Hmm. Did I somehow just miss this? Okay, so they're all this hidden size. Blocks is not there. So... Interesting. I could do score... Box? Did that not go? Oh yeah, it didn't go because that's fine. So let's do this. score blocks. Okay, so apparently this was just, I set it to a block. So, not a huge deal. I just set this to this thing here. So did I just not sweep the hidden size at all? Is that what I'm seeing here? Yeah, I think I just set the hidden size up. And then I got this, like, 5 milli solve-ish. I mean, I could try that, right? There could just be some weirdy thing with, a weird thing with sweeps. That shouldn't be too difficult to verify, right? That, like, sweeping the, model size somehow screws stuff up. I mean, this is what I was using before anyways, not Pong, right? So we have the most data on this. Yeah, I mean, we have, look at all this, right? Oh, yeah, so this is 5 mil, it's 20... It's 20 mil with no frame skip, right? So if we give it 40, that's the equivalent of 10 mil. It should definitely be able to solve something, right? I think I fixed the time steps, maybe? At least I did on... I think I did on the second one. I fixed it to 20 mil. Right, because this prevents me from having to do anything with sample F at all, right? Easy. Oh, you know, that's probably why, yeah, that's gotta totally be why this didn't work before, right? I probably messed it up with the max cost shenanigans. Okay. Well, I mean, I can work with this, right? Just wake myself up a little bit. Oops, let me answer. All right, I'm good. Let me actually check to see if I made the exact error I think I did, just so I don't jump to conclusions. I'm pretty sure I did. Why is this stupid thing? Yeah, puffer. I like seeing the puffer here. It's fun. I've been meaning to do that for a while. Oops, not this, right? We go to here, we go to here. Okay, so this was the Pong sweep. I have a max cost of 30. Oh, you absolute moron. Absolute imbecile. I want to rerun this again now, yeah? So what I did here, let me explain the error I made. I have this max cost filtering that prevents you from taking suggestions that are above the max budget, but I forgot that I had the cost in seconds, and then I did oversamples. So I was just filtering all the suggestions. So of course I screwed up my experiments. I must have just been tired to make that mistake. It's funny I even caught it now on the next day, but that was just dumb. We'll just do 1E7 is 10 mil. I can do like this, yeah? Max cost of 30 seconds still. And we're just going to rerun it. And in fact, I'm even going to leave the old ones alone. We are. Then we'll see if this does anything different, yeah? Okay, this one's breakout. One also has a max cost. I bet you I did the exact same thing. See, this is the reason that it almost doesn't pay to do research tired. Like, it's almost better to just not do research tired because you make mistakes, right? And then you start making, like, conclusions off of bad data. Like, it's so much more valuable for me to get a couple good hours than it is to get, like, 10 bad hours. Because 10 bad hours are going to create me, like, hours of additional work. I don't necessarily have a good solution for this. This one seems like it was actually decent. Uptime steps. Did I do this one right? It looks like I actually kind of did this one correctly. Okay, we'll have to play with this. Let me just make absolutely sure I didn't just do something even still dumb on this. Times is uptime. Steps is agent steps. Costs equals... Oh, wait. This is what I just changed, right? I changed this to times. Or did I change it? Yeah, no, I did it right. Or did I just change it here? I'm suspicious. I almost want to go check the VOD. Hey, convert. Yes, I can get you a box. I gotta see if who replied on what boxes they're using. Let me just double check this and then I'll find you a box 1 second. Oh, I just edited nothing, right? You know, I just edited nothing. This is in sweep. Okay. So wait, what the heck then did I just... Let me think. Bet, do you know who's on what box? So I can get a convert a box. Bizarro. Okay, I could have sworn I'd done that differently. No one responded. Aaron's not using stuff. Spencer's using 0. Convert, DM me your email and I'm gonna DM you, there's a one-pager that you have to sign, that says that you will not do bad things with my machines. And I can get you access. It's literally like a one-page doc. It just says, you're not gonna do bad shit on my machines. So if, just on Discord, DM me email. Just on Discord, DM me your email. I'll drop you a doc in there as well to sign in a second. Okay, this is actually gonna throw me for a loop now because now I don't know why this is not working correctly. I did allow for sweeping of hidden size. Let's try a sanity thingy here. We're gonna just ignore this. Bad. Get rid of this. Yes, it means you have bad juju forever. You'll never escape your fate. Right. What I wanted to do was like this. Okay, what I want to do is do this. This. This and all time. Okay. So some of these runs, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Okay, we're gonna give it 240 seconds per run. Nice beefy budget. Get a hidden size. 512. And you get to go to town. See what that does. Let me go get you your doc. I don't have a DM from you yet, though, I don't think, unless I missed your request. Two minutes ago, accept DM. Oh, all those DMs you sent me before I didn't get because Discord doesn't have a notification system that works. But yeah, you can get some compute. Hang on, let me go find the doc. Send this in a while. I just assumed you hated me. It's okay. Yeah, I'm sure you did with all the shit that I answer on a daily basis. What the hell is this thing? Legal. Puffer cluster. Yes. Puffer user agreement. I have all sorts of these. Whoops. Why is this stupid thing? I hate this dumb thing. Why do I have this crap operating system? This is it? Yeah, this is it. Sign this in blood, add a couple of your own hairs, and then send it to me by carrier pigeon. Ideally, express carrier pigeon. Full feature requested for PufferLib. I actually don't even have any specific feature requests. I might in the future, but this was kind of just long. This was kind of just long overdue. I mean, we use PufferLib for so much stuff, and the guy makes like nowhere near what he should off of this project. I mean, with as much cool look, the way I run Puffer, it's like I have to hate money for the way that I run Puffer, right? Alright, this guy really has to hate money for the way that he runs Raylib with how awesome what he's built is. Physically signed or digital's fine. As long as it's real name. It can't be convert from Discord. This is the point. Is that I have a document that says you will not do bad things on my cluster. I have one for everybody else in there. Let's see if we've gotten any. Whoops. This. I'm seriously hoping that this fatigue gets better as soon as I start eating again. I assume it probably will. Right? Heck. Oh. I mean, I currently have a calorie deficit that's more than most women's daily calorie intake. So, it's honestly, it's not. The only thing is the fatigue. It's basically just the fatigue. That's it. Everything else is kind of just fine. This is the last week of it as well, so this is as bad as it gets. And I thought it was going to be rough today, but actually the strength was just fine. Still haven't lost any strength. That's the article as well. I wrote up an article on this whole thing. It's like a longer story as well, which I've told pieces of on the stream before, right? I am probably going to post pictures of this as well, because I'm very proud of this training block. Like literally I look in the mirror and I go, "Holy hell. I've never looked that good in my life." Image classification in PPO. I only really know of CNNs. So you don't ever really want to do RL when you can do supervised learning, right? Supervised learning is a stronger signal than RL. You do RL when you can't solve your task with supervised learning. That makes sense? The reason RL is like awesome is because we can solve all sorts of stuff that we can't solve with supervised learning. Not because, it's better than supervised learning when you can do it. I'm trying to think what the heck this could have possibly been. Oh, hang on. Let me just check I do this correctly. I just did. Oh, you dummy. Why did I do this? 40 mil, right? 40 million time step. I could try. Do I try the same thing with Pong? I forget if I already did. It's worth a shot, isn't it? If I just fix to 10 mil. We fix 10 mil. Max cost. Give it 60 seconds as well. When you've signed that, you may go ahead and send that over and I will get you that. Profile. Bet you're not supposed to do this, okay? If Rayson tweets it, then he tweets it. But just like flexing the sponsorship like this on Twitter is kind of like, have a little class, man. Come on. It's one thing to talk about the thing on stream. Yeah. I figured I'd wait for Rayson to do it if he wants to. Why is this shit on my timeline? Like, oh, it's because it's followed. But look, there's literally, why is there not an option to say, like, show me less or whatever if it's an account I follow? Algorithm. Freaking hate social media. I'd be so much happier if I could just get rid of X, but it's kind of where all the open source and business stuff comes from, so I tolerate it. He posted it in Discord announcements. PufferLib? Awesome. Ooh. That env looks cool, Convert. Cheetah is evil. I don't know. I like open source because it's like a funnel for people who just care about really doing cool tech and get into one space, right? Like, my goal is for Puffer to go, like, more and more hardcore technical over time, right? With still being accessible, more than it is to just, like, I don't know, be a big thing but not actually push Frontier. 4 and 5 are idle? Okay, cool. So, yeah, you can use stuff then, Convert on that, if as soon as you send me the blood oath. No, what's gonna happen, Bet, is in a few weeks I'm gonna go to Maryland and set it up, and then you get to use it for as long as you want. Believe me, basically as soon as I'm done with this week, I've finished my training block. And then I don't really have much more reason to be here, so I'm going to finish up stuff and attempt to get myself back to Maryland. I've got all sorts of fun new equipment there. I've got a new training block I'm pretty excited to start. I mean, I really don't want to give up the cardio shape I'm in, but I don't know how the hell to maintain the cardio shape I'm in while starting a new training block as well. That's the thing that just sucks so much about cardio, right? If I put on muscle or put on strength, it's way easier to maintain that than cardio. Cardio is just like, yeah, you're going to do the same program. You're going to do it 6 days a week or it's going to suck. The worst. Real life training while RL training? Yeah, exactly. What do I do reinforcement learning all day, either on agents or on myself. I'm really proud of this training block. This is definitely not the hardest thing I've done, right? Like the 50K training block was harder. But like the results of this are really nice. It's also amusing to me because it's like in some ways like it's more psychotic than the 50K training block. The thing that made the 50K training block really just like way hard, right, is you have a really long run once a week and that long run just beats the hell out of you. And it's like at least half of the value of the training is in that one long run a week. But this was more just like beat me up about the same amount every single day with no reprieve. Cycling best cardio. The problem is it's dangerous as hell on the roads. Um and it's completely boring on a stationary. Honestly, the best cardio sport if you have a pool is just swimming. It's like by far the best thing. I guess I could get into that. I've never liked it is the thing. I could try that again properly though. To be fair, I have not tried swimming since like I'm way better built for it now than I ever was before. 40 mil. Hmm. Yeah, I hate water getting in my ears or in anything. We're not built for cars. I mean, regardless, like, you know, you're going at high speeds on a bike on a road. I mean, I get tired enough when I'm running to borderline, like, crash into stationary objects. I definitely would not want to be that tired on a bike. If I'm going casually, then, like, okay, fine, right? This is starting to fill this chunk in, but it's not doing well. I guess the question is, like, why? I know that this thing can be made... Well, I definitely know this thing should be way better than this. Maybe this is the question I should ask, is how the hell did this do so poorly? I did only give it 180-second budget, I guess. Oh, you know what? I gave it 180-second budget. I gave it 180-second budget on a slower chip. That's probably it right there, right? Yeah, with the large batch training, might just take longer. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, if we assume that's the case, what about Pong? Pong could technically be the same. Okay, I mean, we'll find out from this, I guess. Because I gave Pong more budget this time. So I guess fundamentally then the question remains of how we're going to evaluate the whole frontier. Right? Let me think. Well, okay. The dumbest thing I could do, right? Okay, the dumbest thing I could do. I could just have... I could do fixed time step sampling, right? That actually, if I do that well enough, that will solve it. If I just run this sweep at each, like, time step increment, and let's say keep the models around, okay, that will work. That's really stupid, but that's guaranteed to work. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. No, not DT per step. Basically, like, if I want to calculate the data compute frontier, just run the sweep for each amount of data that I want to consider. And if I keep the Gaussian process around between those runs, then it shouldn't take all that many samples to figure it out. Invert, I'm getting dinner in 40. Do sign this doc if you can. Maybe sooner, depending. I'm kind of, well, I had a super late breakfast today. I think I'll be good until 6. Like this morning, instead of getting up and going for my run immediately, I got up and worked on my article for 3 or 4 hours. Kind of just felt like that. Okay, I mean, this was one very good insight out of this. So now really all I have to do is I have to figure out... Let me run the multi-sweep code on PufferMax. We'll do that. When's the cut ending? How do I measure weeks? It's this week. I'm trying to think if I count. I probably count this Sunday. I probably count the end of the week as Sunday instead of Saturday. I mean, as you can see, I've gotten some cool stuff in the last couple weeks, right? This is not the type of work where it helps me to even be focused for 12 hours, right? This is like very experiment dependent work where I just have to like set things up correctly. I kind of planned everything so that it would like be pretty set overall. Inverse been trying to figure it out on Linux. I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I forget. I think it's either Firefox or Chrome. One of the browsers has just a built-in signing tool. Hey, there he goes. I'm going to switch this to my camera for a second so I don't accidentally open this on stream. Good thing I did that. It immediately opens it on stream. I have never seen anybody do a signature that way, but that'll have to do. That's so funny. That's a total Linuxism. He took a picture of his signature and pasted the picture into this signature box. Hang on, let me put this into my drive and I'll bring the screen back over. I understand ya, Linux things. Honestly, getting back to my Linux desktop is also going to improve productivity because I won't be able to open League. Okay. Let me make sure I have this closed and I will bring the screen back. What distro do you use anyways? Normally just Ubuntu. I had my whole try-hard Arch phase, but vanilla Ubuntu. It with Libre, oh jeez. So in undergrad, actually, I still have this. Let me show you what I used throughout my whole undergrad. All right, ready? Old Surface with frickin' Arch on it, with like shitty carbon fiber textured, not really a case on it, with some shitty custom sticker I had made, plus some random ass internship sticker I had. I ran Arch in a VM on this thing with like crazy custom i3 Rice to Hell. And I had a desktop, a custom built, like dual SLI, water cooled, like open loop desktop that I had in my room the whole time. I had freaking like outdoor strobe light that I kept in my room. And I I wore my hair about 5 times this long and tied it back with a bandana and wore like flannel lumberjack looking shirts. And I got my kicks trying to convince people I was from Texas. I had some hilariously dumb blunder years. Right. You wanted an invite for this, right? You've given me your blood signature. Now I need to give you an invite. Let me do that. Tell me what plugins you use for NeoVim. Better yet, I can just give you my config. It's in the puffer container. It's in the puffer container because I use it. Oh, that's the thing. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was intentionally doing like the stupidest shit I could think of because I just like never done stupid shit in my life and I wanted to try just being dumb about everything for kicks. Where's the thing? Okay, right here. Here's my config. There you go. It's on Puffer Tank. And the thing is, even at that time, right? Like, for being 19, 20, I think even like 18, 19, like, I was already a pretty damn good researcher for being that young. Like, I was publishing while I was doing that crap. So, I was chilling. Now, I wasn't publishing anything good, but I did publish. I beat, like, some other things that were being published at the time. Weighed, like, 50 pounds. Oh, yeah, that's the other fun thing. I probably weighed 135 that whole time. I don't even want to go dig up those pictures. Okay, convert. One moment. You will have an invite in your inbox. I will put you on 5, I think. 4 or 5. There you go. And I think the container on there is dated, so you can feel free to put a new one on it. You should have perms for... I think you should have perms for everything container related. Not for host machine stuff, but for whatever container crap you want to do. Right, so the one other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to try to get like a sanity repro on. I wanted to see if I could get some sort of sanity repro on Puffer Max. See if I can do that. Oh, I should actually check what this was, right? Basic Pong F. Okay. So this is the one thing I am actually proud of. I got through undergrad in California without touching anything but alcohol. Probably had too much of that, but that's all I touched. I wish I could have told myself that drinking is a habit that takes a couple years longer than you would expect to kick. But other than that, I think I made out pretty good. That's funny. All right, this is the other thing I wanted to check. So, come on. This is why I have my own version now, because this thing is so stupid and slow. All right, this thing. Okay, so this is a basic Pong F. Oh, this is where I did a stupid, right? Yeah. This is where I totally did stupid. Incredibly stupid. And I did sweep, right? Like this. Total epochs. The heck? Oh, apparently this somehow only got triggered at the end. I just used sweep, okay. I don't know if it's you don't think as hard, honestly. There is actually like a certain clarity to it. I don't know if it's you don't overthink necessarily. I have no moral opposition to any substances, right? It's just that they're all fucking horrible for you. Hell, I mean, if we could make alcohol and say steroids that didn't kill you, that would be amazing. Like, you'd have to be a moron not to go for that stuff, right? Someday, yes. I don't know. For some reason, like, there's this tendency to monkey's paw everything where it's like everything that's fun and enjoyable has to be bad for you for some reason. But like it's just not true, right? Yeah, the thing that put me off marijuana was I had a roommate my freshman year who did nothing but smoke, and he was just like ugh, just like the dumbest, trashiest guy I'd ever met. I think that was what did it. Tobacco. Yeah, it's also, from what I've heard, one of the hardest habits to kick. So, I think I'm good on that. Honestly, easiest thing ever, um, to quit drinking, like without even really trying. Grab literally anything other than water. Like literally half of it is just being used to drinking something that isn't water. So coffee is great, except You can't drink coffee all day. That will mess you up just as badly. How's this break? Total epochs. That's gotta be 0, right? Okay, so we retry this thing. This does. It's way worse than ruining your sleep. Take it from a guy who was on like 4 cans of Monster a day in undergrad. Honestly, caffeine's probably done more to me than anything else. Messes up, I mean, it's anxiety, it's sleep, it's digestion, it messes up a lot of stuff. Just don't, it's fine, just don't drink freaking 6+ cups of coffee. I have like, I don't know, 2-3 cups a day now most of the time. B vitamin? That'll get you, what? One can. It was pretty funny because in undergrad I could literally just cut weight or gain weight by switching from you know, low cal to full sugar, like in back and forth. There's literally 800 calories of sugar from Monster a day at one point. Terrible. Get like 1 real meal and then 4 cans of Monster and ramen. I do not advise that. For the record. Let the record state. I do not advise that at all. Uh. Alright, so we'll see what the heck this does. We've got this new one running. if you have 4 of them, you'll get screwed up with or without the sugar, I guarantee you. Do I not have a max cost in here? Suppose not. Oops. Alright, so 1 useful experiment launched, 1 useful insight. How are we doing on Pong? Kinda weird, isn't it? Increased max cost. I mean, we can see if this does anything, right? You'd think it should. What did I do with this? I think I did do like fixed 10 milli. Oh, gross. Did I not? Bruh. I'm gonna get rid of this. Garbage. Alright, we'll see how this does. See a bet. GPU, go burr. I've officially reached grumpy old man status that the thing I'm most looking forward to in Maryland is not having to listen to the neighbor's kids screaming anymore. Get off my lawn. Oh, this will work, right? I think that this run is fine. I did remember on this one to take out. Right, I remember. Yeah, I took this one. Okay, this is fine then. So, do we not have any like new data at 40 though? 40 mil. 40 mil's like down here, isn't it? I don't see. Why don't I see data forming here? Did I mess it up? Huh? Why is it doing this? Wait, why does it have shitty scores this low? Or 7? Did I miss something? 6 in the morning. Yeah. I don't know. I have like a very strong attachment to peace and quiet. Like gentle rustle of the wind and bird song and nothing else is ideal. Freaking planes, no freaking traffic, nothing. Why is this working so badly? Did I like miss something in the sweep? I think I did. I in tech and in science, like there's already so much noise and distraction and stuff. Like the most important thing in my mind for research and for progress in general is mental clarity. Like, the best thing you can do is just eliminate anything that distracts you or, it's like you really just need to be in a state of like, you know, being constantly engaged in kind of like a relaxed and generally good mood and just kind of like slowly piecing through and thinking through things at like a sufficient remove, see the whole sort of landscape of everything. No, I've always thought meditation's kind of just bullshit. My version of this is I put on an audiobook, I go run, and I go deadlift. Way better. Walking a few hours is good as well. I'd do that, but then I would have no time left in the day. I already spend a good couple hours on exercise. Mm. Yeah, Jess, it's too San Francisco for my liking, you know? The flow state is not necessarily, it's not necessarily what you're aiming for. Because that's when you're making, like, good progress on work that's, like, not at the cutting edge, right? I do that when I'm working on, like, a new simulation that I roughly know how to build, but it's engaging enough to be interesting. Research is never that, basically, right? Because research is, it's like constant reframing and rethinking. There's very, very little work that's like, I know what to do, just do it. That's why it's so hard. Like, I can never put in the same number of hours on pure research um, as I can on, like, other tasks, right? Go for a walk in the woods. Yeah, see, that's way better. In my mind, that's way better. What could have possibly gone wrong here? Could it simply be that the chip is slower? Doesn't make sense, right? But why is it doing this then? This is, like, terrible, right? This is terrible. How does this make any sense? The downsampling? Could be the downsampling. Something is so screwy with this. Well, it is 6. Hopefully the Pong run at least does something. Super hopeful, but we'll see. And definitely we should get something out of this, right? Horizontal sampling. What? What? Okay, here's something. What the hell's going on with this? Yeah, this is not supposed to be what's happening. Let's fix this, and then I'm gonna go get dinner. Yeah, this is not remotely what should happen, right? Wait, 12e7. Oh, you're just dumb, right? This is 12e6. Yeah, I'm just dumb. Okay, fine. Alright, I'll probably take another quick look at this after dinner. Hopefully this produces something, though. Let me see if there's any, tweeted anything. Oh, good. Happy with this. Honestly, way cooler we put it on Discord. Okay. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Just quick research stream today. Over the rest of the week, I'm just going to keep working on little bits of research here and there. The goal is to get us to a point where we have fast sweeps that optimize for a single cost, which is just wall clock, and does that across performance. And if I can do this well, and if I can get this to work so it optimizes at low samples and at high samples effectively, I'm going to be able to put something together nicely that gives us a compute data trade-off curve. And if I can do that across a bunch of environments, we'll be able to do all our large-scale analysis. Really, this week is mostly just trying to get initial stuff set up for that. If you're new around here, I'm an RL researcher. I stream all my development. I build PufferLib. If you're interested in my work generally, puffer.ai. Start the GitHub. It's free. It helps me out a ton. If you want to get involved, join the Discord. There are lots of helpful people in here. And other than that, you can follow me on X for all of my articles and content around RL. Thanks, and I'm going to get some food.